For the second game in a row, Blue Jays lose to the New York Yankees, this time 4-2 at the Rogers Center. And it's funny. Everyone's so worried about Judge, Brett Gardner, Giancarlo Stanton, Gary Sanchez, Didi Gregorius. But let me read something for you. Second inning, Brandon Drury doubles to right. Top 4, Brandon Drury singles to left. Top 6, Tyler Wade. Tyler Wade. He doubles to center. And that's their offense. Where are those two guys batting in the order? 8-9. It's called depth. And those guys came up clutch for the New York Yankees today, as they did all their damage. But you know what happened today? They jammed up Stanton a little bit, and he goes 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. In the very first inning, how did they get Giancarlo Stanton out, guys? Fired on the inner half of the plate. Oh, he broke his bat. A little dribbler, and he's out. Like I said, 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts. That won't happen all the time. But if you pitch him effectively, you can do that. That's my opinion on that. But like I said, it's clutch. And their guys were clutch. The Jays, they haven't had any opportunity to be clutch. Except for in the 9th inning when Randall Grichuk had the tying run. He was a tying run at the plate. But my goodness, you're facing a Aroldis Chapman. And clearly on that last pitch of the game, he's guessing off speed. And when you guess off speed to a guy who throws over 100, good luck trying to catch up to it because you weren't guessing it. And he goes down looking because he didn't even bother the swing. But I guess we'll break this baby down a little bit here. Like I said, Jays went down 1-0 in the second inning. Then in the bottom half, Randall Grichuk, he crushes Masahiro Tanaka. I think it was a splitter or something. It just hung up in the middle of the plate, and he crushed it into center field, and we're tied. We're like, okay, all right, an early run that actually means something. Let's get something going here. Now, like I've already broken down, Brandon Drury and Tyler Wade do the things. We go to the 9th inning. Everyone's talking bash about Steve Pearce, including me, because I'm not sure what he really means to this team. He doubles over Aroldis Chapman. We're like, my goodness, really? Like, what are you doing? And Solarte, after Chapman throws him 2 curveballs, no way he's looking for a third one. And he gets a fastball and drills it in the gap. A little bit of a bat flip there. I'm not too sure about that, but you're down 4-1. I'm not too sure about that. But you know what? He wanted to fire up his team a little bit. It didn't really work, but he tried. The Jays score 1 there, and Solarte's double. And makes it a 4-2 game. Like I said, Grichuk at the plate in the final at bat, and he strikes out looking. But if we're trying to find positives, first off, Randall Grichuk, you see a little bit of power out of him. The Jays don't give up. They get a couple doubles late and get another run on the board, and they scored 1 in their first game, 2 in the second game. But the main positive is the work of the bullpen. We talked about that being question marks kind of all, the starting rotation is what's going to carry this team. After Sanchez had a terrible time, the bullpen shut down the Yankees. Now, a lot of people say, well, they didn't really shut them down. They shut them down. I don't care what you say. Danny Barnes came out through a third of an inning. He cleaned up Aaron Sanchez's mess and got out of it. Then Ryan Tepera went a clean inning of work, didn't walk a batter, didn't give him a hit, struck out 2. Tyler Clippard, former Yankee, everyone's talking about him giving up bombs, and he did to Stanton yesterday, but as Jays fans, he has a fresh start with us, so we're trying to be optimistic, and he goes a clean inning, giving up and striking out 2. Then great to see Roberto Osuna back out there. He goes a clean inning of work. So in that 3 1/3 innings of your relievers being out there, you don't give up a hit, you don't walk a batter, and you strike out 4. If you're trying to scrounge positives out of that, it's that. The Jays had 2 hits in the last game. We had 5 today. I mean, geez, we're really trying to grab some scraps out of this game and some positives, but holy smokes. Jays now, wow, I did it again. Jays now 0-2 on the year. They look to get in the win column because I think every Jays fan right now is having flashbacks of last April as we all know what happened there. Tomorrow, Marco Estrada gets the mound against CC Sabathia. What's going to happen tomorrow? 4:07 first pitch for the Jays and Yankees there at the Rogers Center before they pick it up on Sunday. Sonny Gray, Marcus Stroman rounding out the series. 1:07 first pitch Sunday afternoon. Look, I know Jays fans are frustrated, and I am too. But it's 2 games into the season. And yes, you lost 6-1, and you've lost 4-2. But it's 2 games. Jays win tomorrow, I think everyone looks at it differently. But you never know. That's why the sport is so great. You can take it, take these last 2 games and throw them behind you, and tomorrow could be a totally different affair. But we got to look for tomorrow is, can Marco Estrada pitch well? He's going to be facing those The reason Aaron Sanchez was so dynamite against Stanton and Judge, I mean, his pitches move all over the place. But he wasn't being as effective against the lower of the order guys. And they were making him pay. That's all there was to it. But for the Jays tomorrow to be successful, first things first, they got to score some darn runs. Second of all, Marco Estrada has to be good. That's all there is to it, guys. If Marco Estrada is not good, it's going to be tough for this team tomorrow. Because you know what the back end of the Yankees bullpen is going to give you. You know what Betances and Chapman are going to do to you. Sometimes Betances loses his control, and there you go, you have a good time. Doesn't happen all that often, though. And Chapman, you know what you're getting from him. A lot of gas. So if you're looking for a Jays fan perspective, you got to get a lead before the 7th or 8th inning. But that's been tough. It's been tough to have a lead, period. The Leafs have not... Wow! The Jays have not had a lead yet this season. And their only run so far, 2 solo home runs and an RBI double from Solarte. That's it. They got to get their offense going. Last April, the offense, the pitching was awful last April, but so were the bats. And right now, to start this season, I mean, the pitching has been but the bats have been So, I know I'm doing all sound effects to kind of tell you guys how I'm feeling. But it's 2 games in, 160 more games to go, and that's all there is to it. 1 game at a time, guys. Let's just find a way to come out there tomorrow and get the victory. Is it going to be easy? Of course not. Nothing is easy in this league, especially for a team right now who is trying to find themselves. But the one thing I want to see is this team string some hits together, get a couple runs on the board early, and then who knows what can happen after that. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoyed this video, and you guys didn't really enjoy this game as Blue Jay fans. If you guys are Yankee fans, I guess you can smack that like button too. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what you guys think of this game. Where did the Jays go wrong? Where did Sanchez go wrong? And, we'll talk to you guys Tuesday podcast edition, Leafs, Raptors, Jays, all that stuff. Link is in the description for all that stuff. The podcast channel and the podcast itself to iTunes. The links are in the description for you guys. Just a heads up. We'll talk to you guys Raptors edition tomorrow night. Tomorrow's going to be a busy one. All 3 teams in action. Raptors tomorrow night against the Boston Celtics at TD Garden. Leafs back at home taking on the Winnipeg Jets tomorrow night, 7 p.m. puck drop there. And as for the Jays, they're back in action, like we said, tomorrow night in Game 3 of the series, looking to get in the win column, period, as Marco Estrada takes on CC Sabathia, 4:07 first pitch. Please, can we get a win? Well, we'll find out. We'll talk to you guys then.